Difference, Chanda.
Obviously, the first serve percentage for Zverev, we said he had to come with that shot. It had to come into play, and it did in some key moments for Cobolli. It was the opposite. Didn't get a lot of first serves, didn't win some of those points down the stretch. And then the unforced errors, Zverev just cleaner when he needed to be. And again, that came into play in a big way in the fifth set, and he had considerably more winners, 8 more winners over the course of the match, and that allowed him to play more aggressively.
Since 1988, Zverev is now the 4th player to claim titles at all 4 big title levels: Grand Slam, Masters 1000, ATP Finals, and Olympics, Allie. So, does it put you in the Hall of Fame?
I think why not? I mean, I look at that and I can only think, I mean, this guy, anybody with that resume deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, it's pretty darn good. As we know, it's arbitrary and it is up to the discretion of the Hall of Fame, but why not? Why not? I think if he does win, you know, at least 1 or 2 more, it's a no-brainer.
Well, yeah.
But, I mean, with that, I still think, why not?
He's in the conversation, that's for sure. Jimmy, after the match, he talked about the cramps actually helping him. He said it relaxed him. What do you think about that?
I thought that's exactly what happened. He's not fibbing when he tells you that, because he had gotten so tight as he was getting close to winning. And all of a sudden, the cramps happened. He went and got some pills that I guess alleviated them for the 5th set. But it was the best moment for him where he started hitting the ball, going bigger, playing aggressively, making some shots. He was struggling to do it. He'd lost a little bit of rhythm on the 2nd serve, so it was amazing in the 5th set to me. His first service game of the 5th set, he started out double fault, and then stopped missing first serve. So it's a great way to not double fault, is don't have to hit any 2nd serves. It was such an interesting match to him. To me, and I know how we can make him tight again, because he's the greatest player that hadn't won a major. And now you can just say, you need 1 more to get to the Hall of Fame. You'll be the best player ever not to get into the Hall of Fame, and boom, he's back to having all kinds of... He's going to have all kinds of mental problems.
Giving John Wertheim another unstrung to write.
Yeah. Exactly.
The greatest to not make the Hall of Fame. Exactly. Chanda, there's so many big moments when it comes to a 5-set match, but in that final set, what stood out to you?
For me, it was the service games for Zverev. He saved a break point in his first service game of the 5th set after getting the break, and that was important. But the 4th game, his 2nd service game of that final set, where he was down and had to save 3 break points in that game, that was crucial and critical. And at any point, the match could have tightened up a little bit more, and it didn't, because he was able to hold on to that double break, a little bit of insurance, and it allowed him to play a little more relaxed tennis.
Yeah, this is his first major in his 41st Grand Slam draw. In the Open era, Allie, only Goran Ivanisevic took longer. What does that say about his resilience and his perseverance?
Yeah, it says everything. And I think that is just so much credit to Alexander Zverev. I mean, that's all we could talk about. Once Sinner went out in this tournament, everything shifted right to Zverev. And is he going to get the job done? And I think huge credit to him. And I thought it was so interesting after the match. He actually accredited 2 moments in this match to his success. And he said, number 1 was the fact that he got these cramps, because he said he had to be more aggressive in that 4th set and then going into the 5th. And he also said, which I thought was so fascinating, that Cobolli took that break after the 4th set. And so he got to regroup after that. So after Cobolli won that, I was so shocked he ended up taking that break. And Sarah said that helped him so much going into the 5th. But it's just so incredible what he was able to do and to have that persistence and perseverance.